Hey everyone, it's Tinker here, and today I wanted to bring you a Gouki deck profile. And this deck profile does not extra link, it purely just goes for Gouki monsters, but we do run other options in the extra deck, like Underclock Taker and Borlo Dragon, since we don't run a pure Gouki main deck. So, all that said, let's get into the video. I hope you all enjoy. For the monsters, we do run 3 Suplex. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon a Gouki from your hand. If this card is sent to the grave, from the field to the grave, you can add a Gouki card from your deck to your hand. Effect once per turn. 3. Twist Cobra. Quick effect, you contribute a Gouki monster, then target a Gouki monster you control. It gains attack equal to the original attack of the attributed monster. And like all Goukis, if it leaves the field, you can search a Gouki card from your deck to your hand. 2. Headbat. If this card is in your hand, you can send a Gouki monster from your hand to the grave. Then target a Gouki monster you control. Special summon this card in defense position, and if you do, the targeted monster gains 800 attack until the end of this turn. Leaves the field, add a Gouki card from your deck to your hand. Okay, that's enough explaining. Gouki, the Gouki concept is if it leaves the field, it goes to the grave, basically. 2. Risk Scorpio. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are Gouki, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Okay, no. I was about to repeat that. Yeah, like I said, if it leaves the field, search your deck for a Gouki card. 2. Octa Stretch. I can't pronounce that to save my life. If your opponent declares an attack during damage calculation, discard this card, half any battle damage you would take, and or when your opponent activates an effect that would inflict damage to you, except during damage step, discard this card and half the damage you would take. Yes. 1. Tag Partner. If this card is sent to the grave as link material for the link summon of a Gouki, you can have that Gouki gain 1000 attack until the end of this turn. During the main phase, during your main phase, except the turn this card is sent to the grave, you could banish this card from your grave, then target a Gouki spell in your grave, shuffle it into your deck. 1. Ring Trainer. If you control no monsters, you can reveal this card in your hand, then target a Gouki link in your grave, special summon it, but it loses 500 attack. Sorry. And you're going to use this effect once per turn. And while you control a Gouki link monster, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. 1 Moonsault. Whew, you cannot see anything. There we go. You can reveal this card in your hand, target a Gouki monster you control, except itself. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, return that monster to your hand. You can target a Gouki link in your grave, return it to the extra deck, then add a Gouki card from your grave to your hand. And finally, the final Gouki card of the Gouki monster of the deck. Gouki Bear Hug. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a Gouki, more likely by Suplex or Suprex, I don't know how you say his name, by a Gouki card, or normal summoned, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half its original attack until the end of this turn. If this card is sent from the field to the grave, you can add a Gouki card from your deck to your hand. And the other cards that aren't Goukis: 3. Junk Forward, mainly for the free special summon, as long as you control no monsters. 2. Captain. Your opponent cannot target warrior monsters for attacks except this one. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand. 2. Spell Striker. The majority half of the main deck is spells, so more than likely, if you have no way of bringing back your Gouki spell from your grave to your deck, you can just banish it and get a free special summon. And similar to Captain, 2. Goblinberg. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand. Also, after that, change this card to defense position. For the spells we run in the deck, we do run 2 Gouki Rematch. You can change the number, but I feel 2 is good enough for now. Target 2 Goukis with different names in your grave, special summon them to your side field. You can only activate one rematch once per turn. And we also do run one cage match. When this card is activated, place 3 counters on this card. Whenever a Gouki monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle, remove a counter from this card. And if all counters are removed by its own effect, you can special summon as many Goukis with different names from your hand and or deck. After that, place 3 more counters on this card. 1 Gouki. Base turn, target a Gouki you control and 1 Gouki monster in your grave. Destroy that card you just targeted on the field and special summon the Gouki from your grave to your side of the field. Gain an effect once per turn. Easy way to actually activate your Gouki monsters on the field. And as they sent to the grave, you can basically get the free search, as what Goukis do. Other cards I do run to activate Gouki monsters effects is 2 enemy controller. Why? Because while your opponent goes for their plays, you can just tribute a Gouki you control, steal a monster they control, and get a free search if your opponent cannot respond to the Gouki's effects. Worst comes to worst, 2 called by the grave to stop your opponent from drawing you. 2 Transmortify just to get Goukis from your field to the grave and get a special summon of a Gouki monster from your deck to your side of the field, as long as it has as long as it has the same attribute, same type, but a level higher. Yeah, sorry about that. 1 Scapegoat, mainly for the Lynx and for the Miss Radiant. Monster Reborn, you never know. United We Stand, because if you manage to flood your field with Gouki monsters, target 1 hard hitter on your field. However many monsters you have on your side of the field, the Gouki monster will more likely gain enough attack to OTK your opponent. 1 Solitary Sword of the Poison. Worst comes to worst, if you only have 1 monster inside the field, hit your opponent even harder with this equipped spell. And finishing up the spells, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, just to switch out the Goukis you need from your deck in case you don't manage to activate the other Goukis to activate their effects for the free search. Finally, we have the extra deck. And we do run 2 Jet Ogre, 2 Goukis for this Link summon. Once per turn, you can target a Gouki you control, destroy it. If you do, change all monsters on the field to attack position. And if this card happens to leave the field, all Goukis you control could gain 500 attack if you allow them. That is, it is not an automatic 500 attack. You do get the choice of adding 500 attack to your Gouki's monster's attack on the field until the end of the turn. 1 heal turn, because why not? When a monster this card points to activate its effect, you can negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. And if you do that, you can special summon a Gouki monster from your grave except itself. Bit of a newer Gouki. We have Gouki the Blade Ogre. Gains 300 attack for each monster this card points to, and once per turn you can tribute a monster this card points to. It can make 2 attacks during the battle phase, and it can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Bit of an old classic, Gouki Great Ogre. We mainly use him for the link markers. All monsters on the field lose attack equal to their defense. If this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy 1 of your monsters this card points to instead. 1 Thunder Ogre. If a monster or monsters this card points to is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can make this card gain 400 attack. The turn player can apply the following effect. During their main phase, they can normal summon 1 monster from their hand to a zone this card points to, in addition to their normal summon or set. One of the better Goukis and a little bit easier to go into compared to Giant Ogre is Gouki Master Ogre. Once per turn, you can tribute any number of Gouki monsters this card points to. Tribute them, then target the same amount of cards your opponent controls. They have their effects negated. And if your opponent controls a face-up monster or monsters, this card can attack This this monster can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. However, it has to attack the monster with the highest attack first and go from the ladder from there. One of the secondary boss monsters, a little bit harder to go into because it requires more material compared to Great Ogre. We have Giant Ogre. Can't be destroyed by battle, and it is unaffected by monster effects that are lower than or equal to this monster's current attack. And since it's 3000, it's going to be hard to actually get over this monster. And, if your opponent activated a card that would target this monster or any monster it points to, you can make this card, you can make Gouki, the Giant Ogre, lose 500 attack and negate the activation. And what's even better is if this monster's original attack happened to be different, say, the 500 decrease, it would be 2500. It could gain 1000 attack points. That turn, it could gain 1000 attack points during the end phase, basically. No, it could gain 1000 attack points until the end of this turn. Sorry. And some other links: Miss Radiant, in case worse comes to worse. Underclock Taker, just a targeted Gouki or monster you control in general. And target a monster your opponent controls, lower its attack, and hopefully swing for a hard hit. And finishing it off, Board Load. Dragon, can't go wrong with there. Relatively cheap compared to what it was before. But yeah, that does it for the extra deck. I would like to make a small correction. When I said original attack, I actually meant current attack. What I mean is when I said that Gouki, the Great Ogre, when his original attack, that was the mistake I said. I was supposed to say current attack. When his current attack is different, when its current attack is different, say from the 500 attack decrease and negation, it gains 1000 attack. And if I did stutter or anything, read the text on the screen. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. I do apologize for that small mistake, but I couldn't help myself but correct it on the video. So yeah. Well, that does it for the video. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Comment what you thought down below. And I would like to apologize for my horrible pronunciations or explanations of certain cards, like for example, Great Ogre, when I accidentally said original attack instead of current attack. Even though I did correct myself after that part of the video, I still do feel as if you all deserve an apology for that misconception of a card effect. But other than that, I did hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.